Hi class, this is help with page 93 and 94 of your homework. So before you do anything, read through the example, and then we'll get started. You can pause it if you need to. Alright guys, so after you've read through the example, it says check the equation in the example problem by substituting for x using one of the x values from the table. So all it's asking you to do is take your equation and go ahead and replace or substitute. Let's say we plug in 2. One of the x values there, so 2, let's say it's 2 hours. And then we'll figure out what the cost is. And if you do the math here, let's see, that gives you 35, and we double that. So we get 70 plus 25. Yeah, that gives you 95 for that y value. And we see that in our table right there. Okay, next, so what did the slope and y-intercept mean in the context of this problem? So this is asking you to not get too mathy here. Don't overthink it. Talk about it in terms of the problem. So as you read through this, so Chuck's appliance repair charges $25 for the service fee there, plus $35 for every hour. So your slope is $35 per hour. That's what the appliance repair company charges. The $25 is your y-intercept, and that's the flat fee. That's what they charge you just for coming over to your house to fix something. Okay, next, use the table to find the slope and y-intercept of the function represented. So we're looking at the table, and we're going to look at two things. We're going to start by looking at the y-intercept. So that's the number that when x is 0, there's your y-intercept. So we know that our y-intercept is 6. And now we're going to look at our slope, our number in front of the x. So we're looking for a pattern here. So we start with our rise or our y's, and each time it's going up by 3. Over our run, each time it's going up by 1. So our slope in this case would be 3 or 3 over 1. Okay, so that's your equation right there. Okay, let's go to the next page. And on the next page, you're going to do number 4, 5, and 6. So number 4, it says, what are the slope and y-intercept of the equation? So here's your number in front of x. That's your slope, or your m. And when x is 0, if we were to plug in 0 here, we would get a y-intercept of 3. So your y-intercept would be 3. That's your starting point. Okay, next, write an equation for the table of values, and we'll explain how we got our answer. So you would explain that you start with your y-intercept. And remember, we're looking for two things. So our y-intercept is a positive 1, so I know that's going to be plus 1. And now I'm looking for my slope. So what number goes in front of the x? And I'm looking for a pattern. Each time it's going up by 4 here. So I'm going up 4, and my run is going over 1. Up 4 over 1. Okay, last one. So an amusement park charges $8 for admission and $2 for each ride. Okay, use the graph to find the slope and the y-intercept. Then write the equation, okay, for the function that relates the total cost to the number of rides. So we're going to end up with our equation here. Here's our y-intercept, because we pay $8 up front to get to the amusement park. And now we're looking for every ride, how much does it cost? Okay, well, I go up 4 for every 2 rides, it looks like. So up 4 for every 2 rides. 4 over 2, that's my slope, and I could also simplify it to $2 per ride. That's where that information was. So you could have $2 per ride, and that's going to be your equation. Okay, hopefully this is helpful, guys. Thanks.